Okay, no. Yes, I'm gonna start filming, and this is what you guys are getting. Like, this is Benji, this is me. This is me. I need to stop looking at myself, because I just hate what I see. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Benji. We're gonna start over. Hey guys, it's me, Benji. You know, it's been a while since the last time I posted on YouTube. I probably owe you guys an explanation for why I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I was dumb. Basically, I got cheated on, and I was really sad and depressed. It's a new era. We're back. Are you happy? Are you happy I'm back? I don't know. I'm happy I'm back. Are you? So a lot of you probably thought that since I wasn't posting in a while that I died. I didn't die. I didn't. So I thought I should celebrate the fact that I didn't die. And I'm gonna be telling you guys about all the times I did almost die. I don't know why. I've almost died a bunch of times. Not to worry you or anything. Okay, maybe this is a little worrying, but I'm escaping it. I'm doing pretty good so far. First of all, I was in the hospital a lot of times over the past couple months. Here's some pictures of me at the hospital. Over the summer, I decided, you know what, I want to start skateboarding, and I want to be a pro skateboarder. Okay, maybe not a pro, but you know, I want to be okay at it, you know? So basically, I was with my friend Mateen, and we were skateboarding, and I asked him how to do this trick, and I'm like, so Mateen, how do you do this? And he's like, you shouldn't do that, that's actually really hard, and you're nowhere near the level to be able to do that, even I can't properly do it yet. And I was like, do a flip! I broke 2 bones, dislocated a bone, fractured a bone, and tore 2 ligaments. And then one night I was with my friend Mike, and I was like, you know what would be a great idea right now? We should go skating. And he was like, Benji, you know you have a cast on, right? This isn't safe. I'm like, nah, it's fine. I'm a pro skater. I'm so good. I'm such a good skating king. And then I do a flip! Fractured my foot and lost my skateboard in the ocean. I'm not okay, but let's get into the real near-death experiences. So, okay, quickly, change of scenery because my camera died and I have to refilm, but here we go. I have some scars now on my hand from the surgeries I had to have after my skateboarding accident, but I also have other scars on my body because of other incidents. I also have a really big scar on my leg. This leg right here. Which basically happened from me almost drowning. So this story takes place in a lake. I was one day swimming with my family, but I was just swimming alone in the lake at this point. So at this lake, there was a dock, and it was in really shallow water. And for some reason, I wanted to see if I could swim under it. I was just randomly by myself I want to swim under that. I don't know why. I don't know what was the point, what was the reason. I dive under, and it's kind of really cramped, but it wasn't that bad. But I get to the point where I'm coming out, but my leg gets stuck, and I'm like, I really don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. And I squiggle as much as I can, I can't do anything. And I'm getting to the point where I can feel myself running out of air. And I'm realizing, okay, I'm gonna drown if I don't get out. Obviously, no one else is noticing. So the only thing I can think of doing is yanking my leg out as hard as I can. And I get all the courage to go, and then I yank my leg out, and it was fine. So then I get out of the water, and I'm gasping for air. I'm like, I'm good. I just saved myself. So I get out of the water and start walking towards my family, because I'm gonna tell them, guys, I almost just died, you know, So I get to my family, and my mom starts freaking out. And I look behind me, and there's this trail of blood coming from out of the water. And I look down at my leg, and my leg is just gushing out blood. And I just didn't feel it. I guess I was just in shock or something. But yeah, now I have a huge scar on my leg right here. Whoa, look how juicy my legs are. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Anyways, you can't really see the scar because it's you can see it in real life, but I don't think in camera. You might think almost drowning once is enough for someone in their life, but no, not for Benji. The second time was also a result of just me being dumb. My life is just a result of me doing dumb things and either something good or something bad happening out of it. I'm working on it, you know? I'm trying to aim for only good stuff. It's a work in progress. So this second time, I was with my friends and family at this huge water park, and there was this giant indoor pool. And my friends and I, we were you know what we should do? We should play hide and seek. I know you're probably wondering, how do you play hide and seek in a pool? This pool was giant. So we start playing hide and seek, and there were these chairs which would spray bubbles. So I had the great idea, why don't I try and hide underwater? I thought I could breathe through the bubbles that were coming out. I don't know how I thought that would work. I went under like this bench thing and I started trying to breathe the bubbles, and I quickly realized I was not able to breathe through the bubbles. So I try to get out. What happens? I can't get out. I'm stuck. Again, I'm stuck in between like these two pillars. My arms were like this and my legs were like... I just couldn't move either of them. And fast forward, I don't know if you've ever drowned before, but I hope you haven't. When you're like getting through the stages of drowning, you get to a stage where you're like just spasming because your body's like, I need oxygen. So I get to the point where I'm like spasming slightly and my life is like flashing before my eyes. But luckily, like one of my friends finds me and pulls me out and saves my life. But I didn't need like CPR. So far, I haven't had any other drowning experiences. I don't recommend it. Please don't drown, maybe. Anyways, this is the story of the time I fell off a cliff. That's it. That's the whole story. If you know me, you know I love to ski. I love speeding down a hill as fast as I can, which honestly is kind of self-explanatory. I was basically skiing off-piste. If you don't know what off-piste is, it's basically not on the track. And I hear my family and they're like shouting my name. So what do I decide to instinctively do? Look back. But what do I also not decide to do is stop, which... you can see where this is going. So they're like waving like this. I can't really hear exactly what they're saying, so what do? I wave back, hey. And so while I'm waving, I suddenly feel myself floating in the air, and I quickly realize I had just gone off a cliff. I didn't really have much time to process it, except for the fact I was extremely scared. But then suddenly I landed in like a huge pile of snow. The cliff was not gigantic, but it was like around 10 meters, I'd say, which I'm gonna put something for reference. Luckily, I landed in like the snow. If that snow was not there, I would be like... A lot of factors play into me luckily not dying every time. Like, if my friend hadn't found me, I would be dead. If I didn't land in snow, then I would be dead. This is kind of worrying. I don't know if the universe has something out for me. But like I said, I'm surviving. Anyways, the next story I have takes place in Australia, which is also self-explanatory. So basically, I was with my family and we were scuba diving, snorkeling, and we're really far out from the land. We get off our boat and snorkel to this small island. I decide to go away and just look around the island by myself. I see this really cool looking shell, and first thing I think is I need to pick this up and show everyone, because you know, I'm sharing and sharing is caring, and in this situation sharing would not be caring. I bring the shell to everyone. I'm like, guys, look at this beautiful shell, it's so cool. The tour guide sees it and slaps the shell out of my hand, and the guy's like, that is a cone shell. Aside from the pain, cone snail's venom can in severe cases cause muscle paralysis, vision impairment, respiratory failure, and can be fatal. The guy basically told me that I could have died. This snail that I was holding in my hand could have killed me. Imagine dying from a snail, like, that's... But I'm still here. I survived the snail. Now you know, if you see a cone shell, don't pick it up, because it can kill you. Okay, so basically I messed up again and I did not have enough battery in my camera again. So it died. But yeah, so I had like some other, oh my god, why? I can't like talk about serious things without getting emotional, but I had some like other stories of like near-death experiences that I wanted to talk about that are kind of more important to me than the other ones. So I've been like super open about like mental health before, how I have to deal with my own mental health, and how I really want you guys to seek help if you're ever having any mental issues. So I thought like any YouTube video about dying, I should probably talk about this because it is something that's important to me. But there are two other near-death experiences I've had, and these ones were ones that I wanted to happen. And luckily, I overcame them the first time that I tried. The second time was a very public one that I had to speak about, and was really hard for me because I didn't think I would still be here today, you know, like, if I had been successful, which I almost was, I wouldn't still be here. And I really regret it because I've made so many new memories since that time, and if I had been successful, I wouldn't have been able to make the new friends I have today, and I wouldn't still be here with you guys. And I wanted to let you know that a huge part of what helped me was you guys and the really positive messages you always send to me. And if you just want to rant in my DMs ever, if you're not feeling good, maybe I'll see it, maybe I won't, but I know it's good to rant. If you're ever dealing with these sort of thoughts, life truly is worth living. And just because you feel really bad and you feel like the world is completely against you right now doesn't mean it will feel like that forever. And I promise you that with time, things do get better. I just want to say how grateful I am for all of you. I'm really happy to be back to YouTube, and I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Follow her, burning fire, warm and hot as the morning sun. I wish I was her someone.
Bye.